Welcome to Mind Prosperity, where we believe where your mind goes, your life follows. Now, I'm very excited about this book, The Art of a Mental Breakthrough, that has been on Amazon for a few weeks now. Quite a new book, and I'm speaking out of the book. And the book is basically a combination between emotional intelligence and mental well-being. And the idea of the book is that if you want to have a breakthrough in life, you have to have a breakthrough in your mind. But the mind and the emotions walk in synchronicity with each other. This is why the emotional part is extremely important when you want to get a mental breakthrough. So you go check out the book on Amazon, and I'm speaking out of the book today. The part that I'm speaking out is a part about intrapersonal intelligence, which has to do with your human relationships. And if you want to better your human relationships, you have to understand emotional intelligence and the important role that emotional intelligence plays in the relationship factor that you have with other human beings. Now, Howard Gardner said, "Do not ask how clever somebody is, but ask how is somebody clever." So Gardner said that every single person is clever and intelligent in a certain area of his life. So he had 8 multiple intelligences, if that's the correct English, 8 parts of intelligence. And one of the parts of intelligence is interpersonal intelligence. Now, interpersonal intelligence speaks about your relationship with other people, how you get along with other people, how to know and how to understand the emotions of another person. And this is what Howard Gardner spoke about as one of the multiple intelligence theories, is this idea of interpersonal intelligence, knowing how to get along with other people. Theodore Roosevelt said, "The most important single ingredient in the formula of success is knowing how to get along with people." And one thing that I've seen, whether it's in business or whatever area it is in your life, you can have a great product, you can have something great with you, but if you don't know how to create a great atmosphere with other people, know how to deal with and know how to treat other people, it will never go well. Getting along with other people, know how to manage and master your relationships is an extremely, extremely important thing. Tony Robbins said, "The quality of your life is directly related to the quality of your communication." And we all know that communication has a big influence on our relationships. So if we want to be successful in any area of our lives, and we've spoken about this, emotional intelligence is a much bigger predictor of success than what even IQ or intellectual intelligence is. And emotional intelligence is something that can be built. And one important area where we can build our emotional intelligence is in the area of our human relationships. So I'm going to give you guys 2 things today on how to build interpersonal intelligence. And like I said, emotional intelligence is something that can continuously be built. So empathy is the first one. The first ingredient to build interpersonal intelligence is empathy. Bill Ballard said, "The highest form of knowledge is empathy." Now, what is empathy? Empathy doesn't mean you feel sorry for another person when they go through something bad. Well, that might be a little bit of a part of it, but a lot of people think that's what empathy is. A lot of people think if they say this is a person with empathy, then they think, every single time when it goes bad with me, go to this person, because that's what empathy is. And it's just a little part of empathy. But what empathy is putting yourself in the skin of another person. Now, I know this sounds a little bit Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but when I say put yourself in the skin of another person, is feel as if you are that person. Try to feel exactly like that person. Get into the emotions of that person. So now when another person treats you badly, or when another person reacts badly, ask yourself the question, what is that person maybe going through? So the first reaction shouldn't be to attack the person. The first reaction shouldn't be to judge the person. The first reaction should be, let me find out what this person is going through emotionally. Let me find out what is going on in this person's life. So it's literally putting yourself into that person's skin. Also, It also then means being excited with other people because you put yourself in their skin. You get excited when they get excited, but you're not just excited for them. You are excited as if you are them. There's a universal law that I teach in companies called the law of oneness. Now, the law of oneness says we are all one, or we can say the law of oneness says there's a connection between all of us. Meaning, when I do it to somebody else, I do it to myself. When I do it to myself, I do it to somebody else. This is why lifting others up when they are down and feeling with others when they are down has a tremendous impact on ourselves. Celebrating others when they do great has a tremendous impact on ourselves. But what happens in the world today, when other people are down, we gossip about them, we try to evaluate everything for them, instead of just feeling with them and getting them up. When somebody succeeds in something, a lot of people will say, yeah, it's because of this, he's been a thief or whatever. And we don't really celebrate people. But if we can get to that place where we want to pick others up when they are down, celebrate them when they are up, and we feel as if we are them, that is empathy. And this is why empathy creates unity. You cannot have unity without empathy, because empathy says, I feel as you. And this is a tremendous key of interpersonal intelligence. The second and the last one, before I get there, I want to ask you to like this video, to subscribe. We are trusting to go to 1,000 subscribers, and you can help us to get there. And if you are enjoying this content, remember to go check out the book, The Art of a Mental Breakthrough, on Amazon. Now, the second and the final one we're going to share with today is integrity and trustworthiness. And integrity and trustworthiness, they go hand in hand, because integrity says, I'm going to do what I said I was going to do. And that links to trustworthiness, because this is going to cause other people to start to trust you. Person who makes promises and don't keep his or her promises, a person that's always late, person that's not always reliable, it's a person that doesn't have integrity. Now, I'm not saying that you won't make mistakes. I'm not saying that you sometimes will make a commitment and because of traffic or because of something you'll be late. I'm not saying, sometimes or I'm not saying you may never cancel on anything, but the way you do it and the frequency that you are doing it with will show your integrity. Meaning, if you are late every single time and people are like labeling you as somebody that's always late, they're actually labeling you as somebody who doesn't have integrity. And it's not like that they are bad, but a person has to ask themselves the question, am I seen as a person with integrity? Zig Ziglar said, with integrity, you have nothing to fear, since you have nothing to hide. With integrity, you will do the right thing, so you will have no guilt. So this is an interesting, you don't have integrity because you want to please other people, or because you don't want other people to be angry with you. You have integrity because integrity is literally one of your values. It's something that's seated in your core. And with interpersonal intelligence, it starts with working on yourself. The focus is not I must have more empathy or I must have more integrity. It has to do with who you're becoming. I have to become a person who's full of empathy. I have to become an empathetic person. I have to become a person with integrity. And it starts in your mind. It starts in your thinking. It starts in your decisions. That's why there's such a big connection between the way you think and the way you feel. And that is where emotional intelligence lies. And these are two crucial areas of success in emotional intelligence. Thank you so much for watching. I do believe this content helped you and encouraged you. We are looking forward to see you soon again. Goodbye.